Who is Cat Harvey? Cat Harvey is a boss. I'm the wolf on Capitol Hill. I don't take no for an answer. I will be number one in the blogging and media game. Point blank, period.
You know what it is, the party kingpin Quicksilva from Bmore to DC to Global. Whenever I'm in DC, I'm with Cat Harvey. Success, nothing less. You know what it is, Quicksilva, I said so. Salute.
Hey, what's up, world? I'm Cat Harvey, CEO of Success Nothing Less. Today, we are rolling out the red carpet for one of the top #1 DJ on the East Coast. He's a loyal father, husband. He's also an official Ciroc boy. He's never not working. We also known him as the party kingpin. He always has the party turned up on 1,000. Please welcome DJ Quicksilva.
DJ Quicksilva. They call me the party kingpin. They call me Mr. Fitness. They call me dad. They call me husband. They call me Coach Quick. I got a lot of hands. They call me boss, Mr. Quick, Mr. Silver. So Quicksilva is the name.
You know, where did you get your name from? Number one, and then how are you able to dominate the DC market? And then congratulations on your deal with the Washington Wizards and Do That and Ciroc and many other notable brands.
Actually, my real last name. That's why I spell it Silva. I was actually doing a DJ competition. I was maybe like 10 or 11 years old, and I won the competition. And one of the guys, they were like, "Man, you so quick on the turntables." And I was like, man, that's kind of catchy. My name was Rico Silva, which is my real name, and then I was like, I think Quicksilva sounds a little more cooler than Rico Silva. And back in like 1990, 91, Quicksilva was born. How did I dominate DC? My principles I preach on: hard work, dedication, consistency. Put in 110% on everything. Wouldn't tease me for the never not working. That's really real, man. I really work 20-hour days, sometimes 7 days a week. I mean, I really plan it out. And I think that's one thing that a lot of people don't do. They kind of wing it. And branding myself as a brand and not just a person or just a DJ or just a radio personality. Always branding myself as I'm the biggest DJ. I never get comfortable. I don't care how big I am or how much money I make or anything. You know, I win a Global Spin Award and the next day I'm back in DC still doing a residency. And that's just how I am with some DJs. You win something and you take off for a month because you want to celebrate. That's just not me. And that's back to when I say hard work, dedication, and consistency.
How were you able to deal with the hate and the competition, you know, as you were coming up or even now, in your standpoint?
There's hate everywhere, but honestly, I never ever focus on it. I think a lot of people who focus on the negative, and they never can figure out why they don't succeed. And I always say, if you're not ready for jealousy, envy, and hate, you're not ready for success. You start getting to a certain level of success or start making a certain level of money, people expect things from you. And the second that you don't give that thing, all of a sudden you've changed. So it's not that people change, you grow up. And, you know, when I first came to DC, it was a big deal. I'm from Baltimore. And, you know, it's always been that underlying Baltimore-DC rivalry thing. So talk differently. I had an accent. I dress differently. You know, I got teased crazy. Oh my God, he say do and two and hot do. And I'm on the radio with this accent, so it was rough. But one thing I told people, I'm going to outwork everybody. When they were sleeping, I was working. When they were complaining about the hate, I was still working. And if you give energy or attention to negative people, they're going to stay there. But if you ignore them and kill them with success, eventually they have to respect you. And
I love you and Ashley's relationship.
That's my baby.
That's my girl too. So how were you able to find a wife like her, to trust, to build an empire, and then also not get insecure with your success?
Great question, man. You should get extra something for that question. But it's not easy. The good thing about me and Ashley is that she met me before all the success. Met me, I was already Quicksilva, but I wasn't the Quicksilva that the world knew. I was still just a local DJ in Baltimore at the time when we met. We met at Hammerjacks, actually. That's my Super Sunday club back in the day. Is she human? Does she still have her moments where she, you know, gets upset because I'm working too much, and, you know, moments where, you know, certain little things get to her? Of course. I mean, that's any woman, that's anybody, period. But, you know, she knows who I am. When I say about she knows who I am, a lot of people know Quicksilva the DJ, but they don't know Quicksilva the man. A lot of things, a lot of my topics on the radio, I get from her. As far as the trust thing, I mean, that's something I think that I've earned over the years. Trust, I always say, is earned, it's not given. We've been married now almost 6-7 years, but we've been together, over 10 years. She knows when I'm having a bad day. She knows when I'm having a stressed out day. She knows when to just leave me alone. She just really knows me. And like I say, kudos to my wife. I always say it's not easy being Ashley Silva, because not only do you have to deal with my success, you have to deal with the people who judge you, who don't know you, who don't know her, who don't know her story, who don't know all she does for me, for herself, and for the kids, and for other people. That's just Quicksilva's wife. Or I really don't see how hard she works. And because I'm on the forefront of the, I don't want to say the relationship, but I'm the popular face, the more popular face, because she's popular as well. Sometimes people look at everything that she's done or everything she's gotten, she got because she was just my wife, but that's just not the case. She runs her own company. I'm supercoach.com, and 90% of the things she's done with the company was 100% her. Do I help with her? Of course. Why wouldn't I? Any husband in my position should want to help your wife grow in business and in personal. But everything she done, I didn't give to her. And we got like some of the most amazing kids in the world. I think Kanye tried to say that his daughter's the prettiest. I beg to differ. I think I have the prettiest daughter in the world and the coolest son on the planet.
You feel, and I know I've talked to Wale about this, when people from DC or Baltimore have success and they don't necessarily reach back and put people on like Miami, Cali, and Atlanta. So how do you feel about that?
That's probably one of the biggest misconceptions. I hear so many people always say DC and Baltimore, they hate on each other, not like Miami and not like Atlanta, not like New York. Now, as a person who DJs in Atlanta, Miami, and New York, there's hate everywhere. I have people in New York that say to me, quick, man, I wish New York showed love like y'all show love in DC to each other. Like, people say this to me. Artists say this to me. Labels say this to me. Like, yo, DC is where it's at right now. Y'all got the parties popping. Y'all got everything popping. So when you look at a Wale, even you look at a Shock Lizzie now or Fat Trail. I mean, there's so many artists that don't do something. People look at it like, oh my God, they're not showing love. They change. But unfortunately, in this business, you have to adapt. And there's a lot of unity in DC, but I think, and especially in Bmore, with this whole Freddie Gray incident, you see how so many people really came together to really show that we are one. And Bmore in DC, that's bull. That's the case. I mean, I wouldn't be who I am. The whole thing I said, I got it from the Bible. I'm not trying to be, all religious on you, but I would say, to whom much is given, much is required. A lot of my charities that I do, I don't even post about them. I do so much charity every single day that a lot of people don't know about, but I do it out of the kindness of my heart. It's so crazy when I hear artists say, it's too much hate here, I'm about to move to Atlanta. Then you move to Atlanta and you stuck there like, man, why am I not getting on in Atlanta? It's not the hate, it's you, it's your work ethic. And that made the easy excuse, I'm not going to make it in D.C. because there's too much hate there. And they're going to hate me because I'm from Baltimore. Or that's the easy route. And the second a person doesn't get success in a timely fashion like they expect, they go to the easy route. People hating. Nah, success takes time. People who never get to a certain level of success is because they got frustrated and they quit. By the time I was 18, I lost both parents. I've been shot. I don't have any college degree. First radio gig, bought my first house, and then a week later, the station went off the air and I lost my job. I mean, I never gave up. I never let, like you say, that hate or that these negative things get to me. And you think you work hard enough because you wake up and you tweet rise and grind, and you tweet we out here. Yeah. We working, but you have to really treat yourself as a business, and you have to write it down and plan your work, then work your plan, because if you fail to plan, you plan to fail.
What was the best, I guess, the nugget you've gotten that helped you 5 times and also now in your career?
Everything happens for a reason. My mom passed when I was 10. My dad passed when I was 18. And from that moment on, I've completely been on my own. Like, I have 2 brothers, a young and an older. But I think the fact that I knew that my parents were looking down on me, I never wanted to do anything that would jeopardize how they felt about their son. Shout out to Lil Mo, that's my co-host on 92. We call ourselves the Fam. But I do an inspirational vitamin. And my vitamin today was work on your confidence. And being confident doesn't mean being cocky or conceited. The second you don't think you're the best, you're giving somebody leeway to become the best. He lost DJ for years, but I remember sitting down having a conversation with him. And I got to a point in my career, became really big in Baltimore, and I was, on the verge of trying to, get into DC and become this national name. And I remember asking him, I'm like, Ray, right now you're the number one linebacker in football. Everybody's talking about you. The world's looking at you. What advice would you give me if I want to become the number one DJ? He said, change your mindset. He said, you're already the number one DJ, but you have to believe that and think that. And then once you believe and think that, your actions change. I kept saying, I'm the greatest. I'm the greatest. There's nobody in this city better than me. And it's not talking about from a talent standpoint or anything, or saying I'm better, or I just have to believe that I am the greatest. Success takes time. And a lot of people, you put an unrealistic goal on your success. So you say to yourself, I'm going to start this new business today, and in a year, I'm going to be popping. I'm going to start this new business today, and in 5 years, I'm going to be the man or the girl. When that 5-year mark hit, and you're not the girl or the guy, what happens then? You get frustrated. And back to what I said, most frustrated people do what? You end up quitting. Like, I never put a time saying that in 5 years I'm going to be an East Coast number one DJ. I just kept working. And even when I started getting, all this notoriety and became, all these national things, I still work like I'm trying to get on. Shout out to Sean Caesar. But he said, he always teased me and said, yo, you really like a machine. And learns anything from Quick is that don't get comfortable. I don't care if you win an award. It's like playing football, scoring a touchdown, and then doing the victory dance for the rest of the game. A lot of people do that, though. A lot of people, that's back to what I say, a lot of people get small success, local levels of success, and their egos become national. Does that make sense? And that's what happens is you haven't done enough yet to have this ego, but you wonder why you're not getting bigger or better in your position. And that's when the, oh my God, nobody support me comes in. Oh my God, I got to move out of this city. No. Humble yourself and work harder, and then watch how things change. And
thank you so much for coming on the show today. It means a lot to me. I greatly appreciate it. I've been chasing this guy for almost 8 or 9 months. Hard work pays off. I told this man I'm going to have him. Now I have him today. So can you tell the world where they can find and connect with you at?
Of course, social media, I'm on everything at DJ Quicksilva. That's with an A, not an ER, like my last name. So DJ Quicksilva. Of course, you can hear me every morning, 8:20, during the Russ Parr Morning Show. That's syndicated across the country. Every day in Baltimore, you can hear me 2 to 6, The Fam, Quicksilva, and Lil Mo on 92Q. So hear me in DC, the DMV, whatever you want to call it, on 93.9 WKYS. You can hear me. I got radio shows in St. Louis. I got radio shows in Charlotte. So I have an app. If you don't have my app, it's free. Google Play, search my name, Quicksilva or DJ Quicksilva. I put my app on your phone, and on my app is very interactive. So I have my calendar on my app for all my events, locally and nationally. I have my mixes on my app. You can buy my merchandise. I got my Quicksilva shades and my Quick sticks and my Quick tees and my Never Not Working ads. I got everything. A couple other big things in the works. Maybe on the next interview we'll talk about those things. But I'm always just looking to better myself. Like I said, I can't get comfortable. I can't get comfortable, and I'm not going to get comfortable until I'm ready to retire. And I don't see the retirement, at least for the next 50 years. Really change your life by changing your mindset and changing your actions. Everything else around it will follow.
You check out this boss, DC and Baltimore's own DJ Quicksilva. I'm Kat Harvey. Till next time, success, nothing less.